Hello. Good morning. I'm gonna play some Xenoblade 3. I've gotten better from COVID. The test I took this morning came back negative, but I have to wait for someone from the office to call me so that we can set up a return date, because they have to like re-enable access cards and stuff. So I'm at home. I'm gonna play the game. Kristen is at work though. They desperately need teachers to come back as soon as possible, so Kristen is already back at work. Oh, it's been a little while since I played this.
Well, we've been found.
Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver. Make it quick.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Enemy reinforcement.
Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
Eyes over here!
Thanks. Well,
That's the chance!
you're a lifesaver. Butterfly. Ever the parent. You might want to surrender before we fly you into dust. Gemini. Butterfly blast. All coming together. Butterfly blade. We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall. Huh? This is new.
Naglia Lake. Dude, that thing's red shit. I wanna kill it. Oh my god, look at it. Oh, is it a brog?
Here we go, guys.
I'll follow your lead. Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver. I'm grateful.
Waiting on the dinosaur.
Time to get crushed.
Oh, wailing on the dinosaur? I mean, I know quite a few people who don't care for these games because of the combat, and I see it. But I don't know. It kind of gels with me in a weird way.
We've been spotted.
Eyes over here!
Thanks.
A lot of the strategy comes more about like setting your like classes and moves up and like the interactions up out of battle before they actually happen, rather than like executing them, and I kind of like that. And then in battle, it's more about like managing timings and positions.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
But yeah, I mean, not for everyone. I could barely handle the second Xenoblade game, Xenoblade 2. I had issues with that one, because its combat was really sluggish at the beginning of the game.
Eyes over here!
Thanks.
This feels pretty good.
I need you, Mia.
Don't you look from me?
Ever the paragon, Mia. Butterfly blade.
Like, I mean, in all honesty, it's probably not a great streaming game, but we don't have much of, like, an audience that I'm concerned about, like, oh my god, they're playing this boring game, I'm gonna leave. Subscribe, unfollow, I hate them now.
I'm the
So,
girl
like,
with the gall.
I thought streaming it would be a good motivation for me to stick through it and finish it, because historically, like, no matter how much I like a JRPG, even ones I like a lot, I have a hard problem sticking them out because they're so long.
Starting to get real hungry now.
I think that's the reason I was able to stick to Elden Ring even though it took forever to beat, is like, even when I was feeling burnt out on it, it was like, alright, I've started it publicly, so I have to finish it publicly.
Don't you get away from me.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like ideally, you don't want to be in a situation where you're forcing yourself to continue a game you don't like, but it's not a matter of, like, I don't like it. Like, a lot of these games, my attention span starts to wear out after a while, and then I realize later, oh my god, I never finished it, and then I feel bad.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
So
only you didn't
the
show up
added
on
sense
your
of,
own.
like, streaming it adds a little bit of, like, urgency to it, where it's, like, in my mind a little bit more, I think. Because, like, for example, I've played Dragon Quest XI, the only one I played. Loved it. I feel like it was, like, the perfect modern take on, like, a turn-based, like, classic JRPG. But at some point I just put it down, and I put it down for too long. Now I can't pick it back up because it's been too long. I would feel the need to start it over. We set up camp with good visibility. Think it's a good time to take a break? Riku, for one, want to rest anyway. Yeah! Relentless walking on left legs. Sausages indeed. Alright, we're setting up camp. And yeah, like, a lot of the reasons me and Kristen started streaming was basically to... We love video games, and we want to play many video games. We want to share ones we've liked with each other that, like, the other one hasn't played. We want to try out new ones. But we're both really bad about, like, fitting things into our schedule, even when they're things we want to do. So, like, this was, one, a way of, like, forcing us to fit video games into our schedule, specifically, like, playing them together, which, like, we're not doing right now, but we normally do, with, like, Live Alive and Stardew and all that. And then the other thing is, like, you know, I like to build up the archive of, like, gameplay footage of us playing together, even if it's not, like... Even if it's an archive of us being silent for a long time just playing the game, and it's not, like, 360 no-scopes the whole, like, 4 hours. I feel like that's a good thing to have.
What was that, Senna? It's just, I was up all night thinking. Those guys are so selfish. Selfish how? You know what I mean. Every time we interlink, they're the ones taking the lead. And me, all I do is watch. Oh, that's what you mean. Tell me you don't think so too. Maybe not selfish, but like, hey, why didn't you move that way? And stuff like that, yeah. Yeah, right? So you'd prefer to take the reins? I just want to do more. Like, pull my weight. You know? That's so you, Senna. I think it's probably fine, though. They're just being protective, I think. Like what Noah said? Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm sure we'll get our turn. You sure? Yeah. Positive. This
Game is a little, like, frame dropping more than normal. Been pretty smooth up to this point. But yeah, most of our reasons for streaming are, like, personal reasons. And, like, growth as streamers is extremely secondary to us. Although I will admit, sometimes it is a little frustrating how slow it is. It's like, should we change? And it's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to like put on a character to like try and like appeal to people. I'd rather just like build up a chat that I can talk to, and I feel like that would be good enough. Just be able to like play the games with people. So like, the long and short of it is, we're doing it for fun. For fun and for each other. And it has other meta uses. Like motivation to finish certain games and try out new ones. Play with people we don't normally play games with. Like, we've kind of overextended in terms of like, oh, we're playing this game with this person. We have like too many of those like going on simultaneously to the point where like we're doing them so rarely. So like, whenever we wrap those up, I want to be more focused when it comes to like, oh, we're gonna have a friend on and play this game. But like, still, I like to have a friend on and play a game with them. Like, a way that, like, streaming sort of is conducive to, but we wouldn't do otherwise. It's like, trying to recapture, like, an old feeling of, like, you know, I would have a sleepover with friends and we'd show each other cool parts of games we liked. And there's not really a way to do that anymore outside of, like, streaming. Or rather, streaming has made it way more convenient to do that. I like when the passive enemies like just walk through like right next to the battle. And then all of a sudden they're not passive anymore because they got hit once.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. Well, we've been found.
I'm gonna use it for now, but I'm wondering if in the future I might want to turn off the this like navigation line in the game, because it's like I'm not exploring while this is on. Oh.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
I fucking love the dialogue repeating every 2 minutes, unironically. Like, it's really funny to me.
Wonder what's inside.
Donuts.
Sweet, let's poke around. Well, we've been found.
Eyes over here!
Thanks. Keep your attacks focused. Harold, come here. I got something for you. Saber, right. Cheers for that. No, come here. I got something for you. That was over way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Whoa, check this place out. We've been spotted.
Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
Break topple days. The last one again.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I don't remember the full combo.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Topple? Break, topple days. Smash. I think it's smash. Let me go that way. I want that.
Guys, get ready to fight.
Right now I'm kind of just like letting enemies that aggress me be the battles. I'm not gonna go out of my way to fight other things at the moment.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall. What are you hiding, little guy?
Quite a rare
Oh
sight.
man, they've really gone and done it now. Whoa, visitor!
Butterfly blade.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here! Couldn't keep them easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
Only need to start off with
Eyes over here!
you're a lifesaver.
Are you scared? Another knock on my belt. Hit it!
Phantom Slap! It's all coming together. Dragon Tail! That was pretty much what I expected. I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tyon? Guys, get ready to fight.
Focus on that one!
Oh, we can tussle.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here!
Perfect timing.
Wait!
We've been spotted.
I'm gonna go to that supply drop as fast as possible.
Oh, enemies! I'll hold them off! Hey, this one means business.
One sec, getting a phone call.
Gotta keep nice and
Okay.
limber.
I just got a phone call from the lady at my office, who has cleared me to return to work, I guess, starting tomorrow.
Hey, that's a pretty smart move.
Fight with focus.
Stay on your toes.
As it is the thing.
Love to see it. Topple. Hey, you barely messed anything up today.
I'll keep up the attack.
Smooth as always, Noah.
Cheers for that. Cross. Much as I expected. I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tile?
Not to worry, just stick to the plan. Eyes over here! Wow, this! Overboard!
Butterfly blade!
Couldn't keep them intact!
Come here! I got something for you! You're a lifesaver! Saber!
Eyes over here! You didn't disappoint!
Enemies broken away from me!
Wow! Couldn't keep them intact! Go, man!
Not flash! I'll wreck 'em good!
Overboard!
Go! I'll deal with that!
Crack!
Myopic spree!
Lazy figure!
There's spark in me and you're a lifesaver! Vision healing is also crucial.
This'll keep you going.
Not
Uppercut!
flash!
Slap!
Appreciate it! Power!
Stop trying! I'm good at this whole healing business.
Perfect timing. Into this silly out! Go! Let's go!
I'm fit to
I
burn!
need you, Mio! Butterfly blade! Sword tail!
Overboard! Extra! Eat it!
Nothing And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Are we lucky or what?
I'll need a hand here.
Okay.
We've been spotted.
Eyes over here!
Thanks. What? Keep your attack focus. Why? I'll keep up the attack.
Lose as always, Noah.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
And I was the MVP.
Whoa, got a rare doodah right here.
A doodah right here. Ah, what's we got? We got a rare doodah right here.
Hey, this one means business. Eyes over here!
You're a lifesaver.
No good!
Unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall. You think you're all that, do ya? Eyes over here!
Thanks. I need you, Mio.
Feels pretty good. We'll keep them in check. Here,
I got something for you.
do it, Tyler.
Butterfly blade.
Complete overkill of blood. It's really funny to call all three mechs on the bug.
Pretty much what I expected. I'd say we were moving in sync. Right, Tyon?
I've gone back and forth a little bit.
Well, we've been found.
Eyes over here! Wow, thanks.
Lifted up the odds a little. Thanks. Hit on the door.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. everything in sync, right, Kyle? Not flat. I'll keep up the attack. Looking good, Mark. Cross impact. Butterfly blow. Saber. We're coming together. Not flat.
I do, up to a point. I really enjoy them for a short period of time, and then I get bored of them. Like, we did, one of our first streams ever, like, back in 2020 was, like, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I had a lot of fun with it. But, like, not enough to, like, return for it, for the DLCs or whatever, and, like, do all the extra stuff. I kind of, there's, like, enough in me to just do the story.
Elsie's spout is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Yeah,
It's such a shame that, like, you know, I feel like I have to repeat this all the time. I'm not the type of person that cares too much about the performance of games. Like, it bothers me a little bit sometimes. I wish the Switch was, like, a little stronger in some regards. Age of Calamity in particular is really held back by the Switch's, like, hardware. It's really droppy, frame droppy. But I loved it. Yeah, Age of Calamity was really fun. But we only beat the story. I didn't do. I couldn't imagine going for 100%.
One, huh?
But this is the route Ethel told us to take. No question.
Well, I guess that means we'll just have to keep going then.
Hey, Valdi, where are you?
Huh? Outside the colony?
Well, yeah, I know that. It's bad. The console's searching for you.
I really hope
Gotcha.
if they make a
Just
a
make up something.
Switch 2 or a Pro Switch or whatever, it boosts the performance of regular Switch games. Because I would definitely go back and revisit the Hyrule Warrior games on
I'll take a
Switch
look round here.
if that was the case.
Okay, I'll check out over here.
Both Age of Calamity and just like regular Hyrule Warriors. At some point we're gonna play the Berserk game for PS4 on stream, which is a Musou game too.
Guys, get back!
Ouroboros, fight me!
You're just a kid.
That was close call. Almost flattened like buttery pancake.
I wants to kill her.
Sorry.
Apology
Or not.
grudgingly accepted.
I have the OLED.
Hey, are you Ouroboros too?
I got it after
Actually untrue.
my launch
Banana
model
is just banana.
was having some
That's
issues.
a relief. I really didn't want to have to fight a Nopon. Oh, Valdi, by the way, if I may.
Is this
What are you guys doing?
Oh, he loves Napa.
Woohoo! That was awesome!
We're the ones you got beef with. Come on, bring it!
You can't beat me.
This cutscene's been like a little more like janky than all the previous ones for whatever reason. Yeah, I have the OLED. The screen makes a huge difference. Is it enough to actually like pay for the upgrade? That I'm not so sure about. But I was like kind of in the market to get a new one at the time anyway. And if you're getting a Switch, if you're like getting a new one for whatever reason, I would just go ahead and get the OLED. The screen makes a huge difference and the battery life is way better. I'm gonna focus on the robot guys first and take them down before the main enemy. I really feel like they were going to make a like a Super Switch or a Pro Switch or whatever, like everyone was like rumoring, or they've been like pushing desperately since 2017. I think they were going to, and that's what the OLED was originally going to be, but then like supply shortages during COVID, and like the fact that the original system was still so in demand because Animal Crossing had just come out, and there wasn't a reason to like release a new one. I think that made them just like take just the OLED part and release it as like a separate console and like push out the upgraded model by a few years. But I bet we'll see a new model shortly. Like the Switch has been out for what, going on 6 years now. That's like longer than the life cycle of the average console anyway. I don't know, like demand hasn't really gone down at all, and normally, you know, why release a new console when demand is still so high on the original is usually like how it works, right? I feel like the new 3DS, the Wii U was its own console, yeah, the Wii was like an entirely separate thing than the Wii. It was backwards compatible with the Wii, but it was its own like new console. The new 3DS was kind of a pro version. I think they do it more with the handhelds. Like I think they may have done like mid-generation upgrades for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. I don't know if they actually changed the hardware at all, but they like made it like top loading as opposed to front loading. They did the like disk drive for the N64, but for consoles, I don't think they ever really do that.
The joints are all burned out, and the state of this armor.
But for the handhelds, I think they do it like regularly, because there was for the Game Boy there was the Game Boy Light and the Game Boy Color, and then the Game Boy Advance had the Game Boy SP, which yeah was kind of just a form factor change, but still. The DS had the DS Lite and the DSi, and then the 3DS had the new 3DS. So I think they almost never do it for consoles, but they like usually do it for handhelds. But since the Switch is both, like who knows?
Hey, show me that again.
Show you what?
Those moves you pulled. I've never seen anyone smash up 11ness like that. I need to figure out how you guys managed to do it.
Wow, you beat the shit out of me. How'd you do that?
Nothing to observe. Frame was structurally poor, evident that driving wheel could not withstand torque.
The driving wheel, you say? I wonder if it's because it was upgraded from lightweight to a more heavy assault style. Did I mess up the handling? But the armor had to withstand a charge. I had to fudge the weight to keep a good turning circle. Yes, you're absolutely right. I can't believe you could tell with just one look. Hey, would you teach me everything you know?
That's a big question.
Noah?
Who exactly are you?
Oh, I'm Valdi, Levinus builder from Colony 30. I heard that anyone who defeats you gets a whole buttload of supplies from the castle as a reward. But, yeah, you won.
so it's all good.
Oh, yeah, everything's just hunky-dory. What the snuff are you playing at?
Not playing anything.
You're really a mechanic? From Colony 30? Who's the commander for that one again?
Oh, yeah. That would be me.
Pull the other one.
Wow. Don't look so surprised.
I did hear that Colony 30's commander was the greatest mechanic in Keves.
Not sure I would say greatest, but I am bold
Keves?
about
I've been
Levises.
saying Kieves.
Valdi!
Hey, Zed. What's up?
Surely that's my line. The Levis signal just cut out. What happened?
Oh, it just got a bit bashed about. Everything's fine. I'll be back home soon.
You're going back alone?
Huh?
I was just wondering how you expect to manage that.
Oh. Oh, it's fine. The colony's not that far away. I'll just cannibalize these bits and pieces into a new Levinus. Quick as you like.
Just cannibalize the pieces.
That'd take so much salvaging.
Oh. Maybe I can't do it alone.
How did I know it would come to this?
Guess we'll do your grunt work. All right, hit us. What's the shopping list?
You'd really help me.
Well, we're not going to leave you alone to fend for yourself.
Thank you so much. Large man.
Large man.
Landsman. I mean, Lands.
Then Lance I shall call you. Let's get cracking.
Yeah, he was, but it's all hunky-dory now.
I'll send the likeliest sites for debris to your iris.
It was like, oh, I heard anyone that kills you gets a lot of supplies, and I need a lot of supplies, but you beat me, so I don't care anymore. And they were like, oh, so it's just okay? He was like, yeah. Because apparently he can get them to the next colony.
Always nice to have more friends. Okay, colony info updated. I want to go here now. I want to go here now. I want to go here now.
Make you say that over and over.
I want to go here now.
Okay. You know, JRPG. Also, like, I don't think...
Anyone ever tell you you're a bit of an oddball?
I don't know. If you say so, though.
If you say so. I don't think a new Switch would be like a mid-generation upgrade. I think it would just be their new console. Like I think it's such a like a good format that they would just do it again for their next console.
Shall we deal with this?
Like a sequel console like the Wii U, but like without shitting the bed. Yeah, they usually do. But I feel like that was like a byproduct of like the leadership style that Iwata had on the company. I think the philosophy that the company works under now might be a little more like standard. And it's like we found a successful format, we might keep it for a little bit.
Pretty much what I expected.
I'd say we
Well,
were
okay, here's the thing. Like they have to, right?
Huh? That
They've
noise.
they've combined their handheld and console. They can never go back from that.
Recognize that
Like
engine
imagine
sound
if they
anywhere.
announced like
It's an equities.
we're making a new home console again, and we're making a new handheld, and they're separate again. Like everyone would be pissed. They can't do that.
There. I want the
So like
parts
even
for
if
that
their next
bigger.
console is weird, it's gotta keep the like console like handheld hybrid thing going on. It just has to.
Which big guy?
The Kavesi... Wait. The damage to the leg here. I fixed this not long ago.
It was from another colony.
Bam.
Ah! This horrible. Valdi,
I mean, maybe.
Get it?
I just don't see it though, because I think the consolidation of like having all their games under one umbrella makes it a lot easier to develop and manage and like maintain the infrastructure and platform. And they recently like merged they used to have different development studios, and like one was like we are in charge of handheld games and we are in charge of console games, and they merged them into like one recently.
Sorry to rush you, mate, but we don't have time to be standing up.
Huh? What's happening? Well, we are outlaws.
They've marked us all as a target.
What?
Gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get this.
I mean, they're a weird company. They might do anything. They might do something completely out of left field. I just think like the smart thing would be to make an improvement on the Switch. You know, beef it up a bit. Beef up the specs. Maybe like introduce a new kind of Joy-Con that's maybe a bit more ergonomic and doesn't have the drift. Might be more shaped like a traditional gamepad. A major update to the user interface and the menu is in order. Like if you do all that,
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
I think you're golden, right? Especially like if it's completely backwards compatible with like the regular Switch, and like all your digital content transfers over. That'd be great. I mean, besides Steam, besides like PC games and Steam sales, the Switch is the first platform I've invested like a significant chunk of money into like digital games, because just having them digitally is so convenient. And that's a big jump for me because I much prefer to have physical copies. So I'm gonna be like pretty miffed if the digital console doesn't like roll forward to the new platform. But I kind of knew that was a gamble regardless. I might get burned on that.
Whoa, check this place out.
What is this line doing? Pathfinding AI got real weird.
Look, here it is. I've got a bunch of goodies stashed inside.
What is this place?
It's just where I stored some of the junk I've picked up. Can't keep it all at the colony.
I see. So you're recycling the parts as you deem necessary?
Yeah. The supplies from the castle just aren't gonna cut it. We have a lot of very particular mechanics, and a lot of requests from the pilots to boot. We even get commissioned to repair the Levnesses from other colonies.
Seems like awful much effort for not much reward.
Not true. We're having a block. Our Nopon are all highly skilled, and our lieutenant has a good head on his shoulders.
Lieutenant.
So, remind me, what was it we were trying to do again?
Picking up parts.
Oh, yeah, right.
Very forgetful.
Well, for the body, I'd need... Ah, something like this.
Is this guy really cut out to be a commander?
He's a skilled mechanic for sure, but I imagine he gives his aides quite the headache.
I like how boss initiated right here. Like, before the cutscene.
sake, we all worked hard for that.
They're on us. Orders?
Eyes over here! Cheers, you're dead! Eyes over
Picking up the other little. Cheers for that.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all
Uh-huh.
thinking it.
You think you're all that, do ya? Take that one down first. Eyes over here. You can disappoint.
Why?
I will keep it in check. Uppercut.
Butterfly ready.
Yes, Noah.
No slack.
Overboard. Eyes over here. Excellent support. Thanks. We'll keep them in check. Eyes over here.
I got something for you.
Couldn't keep them in check. Air slap. Uppercut.
I got something for you. Brute force is the answer. Gemini, strike! Way too soon.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
Ah. Okay, pretty soon we will be. Pretty soon we'll be changing classes for everyone, because most of them are at or near 10. So I'm gonna wait for all of the current ones to get to 10 before I change them. The difference between agility and dexterity. I think dexterity is attack speed and agility is like dodging. They've really simplified the way gyms work in this game. Wait, are you getting pre-roll ads? First off, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Faye? Good morning. But second, are you getting pre-roll ads when you come in here? Because I thought I turned those off. What the hell? I'll look into that later. I honestly thought they were turned off. Did you not get enough sleep last night, or did you not sleep at all? What's up? You worked 10 hours? Oh my god. Are you free today at least? Can you like rest? Celebrated Labor Day by laboring. Classic. Unfortunate, but... I did test negative. I'm good now. I have to wait one more day before I go back into the office. But if you want to come pick up the carpet cleaner today, feel free to do that at any point. The game seems significantly louder than me. That's an issue. Okay. Did that make a difference? Yeah, that shouldn't be happening. Definitely seems better and good. This in particular is a game that I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want the audio to overtake my voice because there's a lot of like random background talking. Ninja healer, physical defense boost. Boop. Won't mess with accessories for now. God, Minnie. Minnie is one of the cutest dogs I've ever met. Honestly. I don't meet many lap dogs. Most people I know have like big dogs. Needs a haircut. By the way, I never heard what you thought of the like living room changes. Like, are you okay with that arrangement? Did y'all change it much after I left? You like it? Cool. I was hoping you would, because I really liked it. Yeah, the walkthrough is like, if it was any smaller, it would be unacceptable and the layout wouldn't work. The way it is now, it's maybe like, in my opinion, a little uncomfortably small, but it's doable.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it. You itching to get wrecked?
Eyes over here. Thanks.
Are you stubbing your toe on the like smaller couch, thinking you're like in the mini walkway when you're not? Or is it like you walk forward in the walkway and like hit the TV stand?
When's the battle happening?
Yeah. That new couch is really nice though.
Shall we deal with it?
Eyes over here.
Ever the paragon?
Like that was a really good find on Charlene's part. Yeah, the hallway rug fit perfectly.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
I think they're called runners, the hallway rugs.
Looks like they're coming over here.
I'm getting like aggrieved by a lot of basic enemies right now. But they're going down really quick, so it doesn't bother me.
We're unstoppable with you around, Senna.
I'm the girl with the gall.
It's a lot in terms of there's stuff like just visually, it's a bit messy, but it is a party of 6, and it doesn't change throughout the game. And then at some points during the story, you get a guest character. When you help them out with their quest, then you can use their class on any other character. So it's normally just 6, and I have 7 right now.
Is that rare? I want to see.
But like, the way the gameplay works, it doesn't matter too much if like what's happening in the battle isn't that comprehensible, because you're normally like you know the timings for your attacks and like what's available, and if you're like in a buff or debuffed position, like that's all given to you by the UI anyway. Like just from the UI, you can tell your like relative enemy position. You can tell what debuffs are on. You can tell what attacks are available and not. The only thing you actually really need to look at the enemy for specifically is like if you're fighting multiple things and you want to like change who you're targeting.
You itching to get wrecked?
This game has a change from the first two, where you can like cancel into attacks as well, and you kind of need to look at it to like do that, but you also kind of don't. Like mostly you can do it by like listening or just knowing when your attack like will end.
Sure I did, Senna. You look great.
Right up ahead. We might find a nice hall where we fought before.
You're a bit too enthusiastic about this. Didn't that one come from your place?
Yeah. What is going on here? I haven't, did I already fight this thing? I don't remember. There are there's three like fusions basically. And you can activate them all at once if you want things to get really messy. Yeah. They're overpowered fusions of 2 of the characters. Whichever those 2 characters are set. Like you can't change who fuses with who. And they like have a cooldown after a while, so you can't use them for very long. Like, I know you said you didn't like the combat in the first game, and I totally get that. Like, it's like not even normally the type of thing I'd like. There's something about it that kind of intrigues me, though. But it has gotten a lot more complex. Mostly because there's like a ton of different systems going on at once, and you're kind of keeping track of it all, and trying to time things to like match up right. And I don't have a preferred character, but I do have a preferred class. So like this class is like the class that's normally used by like the main character, Noah. but I've kind of put it on her right now because I'm trying to like multi-class several of the characters. And it's just kind of like the main character class. It's like the Shulk, like you got the red sword class. And it's simple, so I like it.
Give me a break. We all worked hard for
So I have a tendency to like play I like to play the DPS classes, which like I only have that one and like one other right now. The like tank classes are fun too, but I don't want really. I just let the healing happen. I don't really want to play as the healers.
Yeah, this is looking good. But man, even so. Seeing all this Levnis wreckage, that's how a battle always feels after. Just sad. Yeah, pretty tragic. Makes me want to fix them all right back up.
Look here, you.
Listen, I had this injury once. It really did a number on me, physically and mentally. That's what my Master Pond told me.
Wait, Master Pond?
Oh, it's Nopon for a really great person. So anyway, my Master Pond told me this. Be a friend to all and an enemy of none.
Be a friend to all?
Yeah. I guess after that, seeing wrecked Levnis's, got a little elbow grease, and I could just get them back on their feet.
That's like a really nice but a very naive mindset.
My pals here wouldn't want me to give up on them either.
You're very sweet.
Don't get me wrong. It's just that, as a mechanic, you can't start getting moody just because something's broken.
By the way, is this like voice to game volume ratio good?
Not all wars are fought on the battlefield, right?
Like you can still hear the game voices, but they're not overpowering mine.
That gauntlet.
Cool, thank you.
Aldi built it by self?
This? My Master Pond gave this to me to celebrate my recovery. Caught your eye, has it? You want to see more?
No. No special interest.
Come on, don't be shy now.
Riku is not shy.
I mean, I could change it to the Japanese and it'd sound like you'd be able to take it more seriously. But I think the like corny, cheesy, like British voice acting in these games is like half the charm.
What I'm getting from all this is that you really like this Master Pond of yours, huh?
Yeah, he was really harsh on me sometimes, but he was 10 times the mechanic I could ever be.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always really feeling it.
Compare Master Pond and Riku.
Art thou feeling it now, Mr. Crab?
Good question. I think that your friend.
Plus, this is like a side quest, so like probably not the best voice acting in the game.
You know, I would.
I've heard better and I've heard worse so far.
Secrets of Riku are closely guarded.
Except him, he just always kind of sucks. Riku.
You don't say. I can't wait.
Friend even listening to Riku?
And I don't think the voice actor is bad. I just think it's a really weird direction for that character.
A little elbow grease, huh?
Cutscene straight to being aggroed by an enemy. Yeah. The characters of that species just always talk in third person and like omit a lot of articles from their sentence, which is fine. There's other characters of that species that sound fine, but like that combined with like the really deep authoritative voice acting is very strange to me.
A little elbow grease, huh? I think I get how Valdi feels.
You reckon? You sure he doesn't just have Levnis's on the brain?
Nice. That should do us.
Could be risky to work on it here. How about that place we were at earlier?
Hey, do you have any interest in
Here we go, guys.
Acknowledge.
I'm buying the like the new JoJo fighting game. Do you have any interest in like checking that out? Supposedly it's not great as a fighting game. It's mostly just like a fun like party game. It's mostly like, you know, fan service for JoJo fans. All the plots are cool. I'll let you know whenever it comes in. All of the games can be played separate, but they do tie in together. 1 and 2 happen at the same time in different worlds. And then this one is a sequel to both. But like you can completely play them out of order. They're like able to stand on their own. There is one for the Wii U, Xenoblade like X, which as far as I can tell is completely like separate and like is only tangentially connected to the others. And that's the only one that's not on the Switch. That one might be stuck on the Wii U forever. Which is a shame. It was really different in a good way. Yeah, I mean they're like JRPG length, right? Oh, JoJo, it is a re-release. It's a re-release of All-Star Battle from the PS3. Well, it's kind of a re-release. Supposedly they like really polished the mechanics and changed how it works, so like from what I understand, it does like work better as like an actual fighting game than the previous one, and isn't just like spamming the movie combos. But like they also added quite a few characters from like if you've seen Eyes of Heaven, they added characters that were in that. They like reused the assets, and then they added a couple of completely new ones. Yeah, it's not rollback. It's Bandai Namco. Eyes of Heaven just looked really boring to me. I never played it. It looked like really slow. I played All-Star Battle on PS3 and had a lot of fun, but like it wasn't like something I was gonna return to over and over. From what I understand, like a lot of Japanese companies, if they think the game is mostly gonna be played by Japanese people in Japan with really good internet, they don't bother implementing rollback because it's costly to implement. Because like they don't really need it if it's mostly just Japanese people playing it. And rollback's biggest advantage is like games that are played by a worldwide audience, specifically the West, where everything's like spread out more and our internet's a lot worse. Like I'm sure slowly every game is going to move to it eventually, but like right now there's a is this worth it calculation they do.
Thanks, guys. Looks like all the parts are accounted for. This is enough to build Levnis.
What wrong, Valdi? Spirits seem middling to low.
I thought that with a Levnis, I'd be able to protect my friends, but just building them and fixing them up isn't going to make life rosy again. My pals just
Is it ever rosy?
They go out, they fight.
Oh shit, thanks to Stranger. Appreciate the follow.
And I'm the one responsible.
America do be big. And you know, a lot of other places in the world, the internet's just not as good. There's places with good and bad internet all over.
Blame me.
Valdi is doing perfectly normal job of mechanic. Issue of orders not your fault.
Like, his voice actor is fine. The voice actor is doing a good performance for what he's given. It's a really weird direction for that character, and it really throws me off. I think it's supposed to be funny.
But this doesn't sit right with you, does it? So make something new. Why do you always have to make stuff for fighting? Why not try a different tack?
Doing good, thank you.
A different tack? Like a Levnis, but not equipped for combat?
Oh, cool. Well, thanks. Hello. Thanks for joining. Normally, this is a bit of an abnormal stream. Normally, I'm playing with Kristen, and normally we're not playing, like, long, slow JRPGs, but
Obviously,
I'm trying to get through Xenoblade.
gritty, but I'm sure it's not totally off the table.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I like it more than 2.
This ain't the time to give up, right?
Yeah. Lance, you couldn't be more right. I shouldn't be led by the whims of others when I make my sweet little mecha.
Yeah. The one I've played the most is the first one, and this plays a lot like the first one, which makes me happy. I never beat the second one, and it's not that I disliked 2, but I just never was able to get all the way through it. Oh my god. Hello, everyone.
Thanks, Lance, and all of you.
Thanks for the raid.
I'll be back in a jiffy.
Thank you, Miss Stranger.
It's done.
Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh my god, we got 69 followers. Holy shit. They're good games, they're just really long. Oh, it's Tuesday? Oh my god. Don't tell me Tuesday. I don't know who was 69. Whoever was... I think Miss Stranger was 69, so congrats on that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, everyone. I gotta stretch. Hold on, I gotta stretch real quick. Gotta stand up. Elevate my spine. Oh, get a few cracks in. There we go.
It's looking a little
But thank you, everyone. Quite unexpected.
how you wanted it.
Yeah. He wouldn't last long in a real battle, but he can follow simple commands.
Dude, I got really distracted by the raid, and now we have, like, a robot. I looked away for 3 seconds, and he built, like, a robot. Exactly, yeah.
Right now, his only directive is to take care of me.
But thank you all. I appreciate it.
But that's just fine. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I checked out. They were telling him to build, like, a machine of good and not a machine of war. Like 3 minutes ago, and then I got distracted by the raid, and then I looked back and he's built it.
Right then. Guess our job here's done. So,
Yeah, don't worry. I can get back home just fine on my own.
Oh, damn and blast. And I came all this way.
Oh, we got a boss fight, I think.
A console.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
It's basically like a train.
Ah, fear not. I have no interest in stirring the pot. I was simply curious as to why our dear Valdi hadn't returned.
Oh, hold on. Check something. Respond to a message. No, it's definitely a helmet. Like, I don't think it's his head.
How much longer
I hope not.
do you expect us to wait?
Yeah, he started building his cosplay from the bottom up and, like, ran out of money near the top. You know that drawing of the horse that gets, like, progressively worse from left to right? It's like that.
About that. Actually,
How many times must I say it? Games are for winning.
Games are for winning.
Consider, if we were to lose the initiative, we would be the ones trampled beneath their boots.
yes, but
Valdi, my boy, who was it that said he'd be fine, so long as he could tinker away with Levnis's? If you've got time to be flapping those
Alright, let me fight you already.
you've got time to be working those hands. Should you fail in your duty?
snuff you, arsehole.
Stuff you, asshole.
That comes out of your gob, the more I want to smack.
He's the most British of them all.
Understood. I'm heading back.
Valdi!
Don't worry. I've made up my mind.
The music is really dramatic and like playing over the voice acting.
Ultimate Levness, he said. I'm a little worried now.
Oh, I thought we were gonna fight him. Damn.
It's unlikely to bode well for us. Ideally, we'd want to prevent it being deployed in battle.
Oh yeah, there's that too. But I was more worried about how Valdi feels.
I haven't played Xenosaga. My brother has, and I like watched him playing them when I was like younger. But I've only played the Xenoblade games. No Saga. I haven't played Xenogears either.
He said he'd made up his mind.
Someday.
Doesn't sound like he's going to be finishing his ultimate anything to me. More like...
He wants to destroy it.
Yeah, I am definitely gonna check them out someday. But you know, these are big games, so it takes a while to get through them. I can't do them that often.
It's going off on its own.
It following Valdi, adhering to directive of protect.
I think my big playthrough after Xenoblade 3, my like big RPG playthrough is gonna be Sekiro. If does that count as an RPG, or is that more of an action game?
Noah.
Yeah, we're following it.
Yeah. My pattern for a little while is gonna be alternating between like extremely anime JRPG in like a FromSoft game. It's like swinging back and forth between them.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Are we just following the robot?
Time already?
It's an escort mission, but I'm the one getting escorted.
I'll take point.
What Final Fantasy is your favorite? I've only played 1, 4, 6, and 7, but I liked them all a lot. I think 6 was my favorite. And it's not Final Fantasy, but Kristen and I are also streaming Live Alive right now. Well, like, not obviously this moment, but you know what I mean. I get that. Turn-based isn't for everyone.
Never seen this place before.
Yeah, I loved 7. 10 is probably the next one I'm gonna play. 'Cause I've been hearing about it my whole life. That was another one I watched my brother playing growing up. I like Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not like super into it. I've played 1, 2, and Dream Drop Distance. But I haven't played 3 or any of the like other spin-offs. I remember liking the music in 10 a lot when my brother played it. I also really want to check out 9. But I probably will do 10 first.
Shall we deal with it?
Who is fighting me? Who is fighting me? I am approached by an aggressive mosquito. $14. Oh. God, okay, I actually am interested in 14 from a story perspective, but like that game would that game will take 3 times as long to beat as this game will, and this game's already like pushing the upper limits of how long I'm willing to play a game. Cheetah, you played 10 with your brother? That's really sweet. I like hearing about when people like played games together with their siblings or a friend growing up. I want to know more about Titus besides like laughing. He's like ha ha ha, that cutscene. That's all I know about 10 really. And Blitzball, I know there's Blitzball. I had friends that played Kingdom Hearts 365 over 2... Is that it? 365 over 2 days? I never played that one. Never played Birth by Sleep. I've seen Chain of Memories played, but I didn't play it much. Destroy a colony's flame clock, and it will liberate them from their console's grasp. Doing so will deepen your affinity with the colony's citizens and give you useful affinity bonuses. Cool. I just didn't have a PSP back when the PSP was like a new thing, but I know I could play it on console now if I got like the collection. Simpsons Hit and Run, yeah. Lego Star Wars, I'm assuming, those are all amazing.
You've wasted time. I'm afraid you'll have to pick up the pace.
Work harder.
You can't. Well, you know the stakes. The game will soon resume. We have precious little time.
I think I'm gonna fight this guy soon.
If I do as I'm told, you'll end up hurting so many people. Don't worry.
Right? The Lego games are really good.
The next time we meet, I'll make you into the best Levinus there ever was.
So that's the game we're playing, is it now?
Who's gonna destroy it so it didn't become a machine of war? Better Call Maul?
This is a case of falling in with the wrong crowd.
That's great.
I'm very disappointed. It's about halfway to the projected schedule, but this will have to do.
What are you gonna do?
I will have it achieve its intended purpose. But, first of all, I believe you need a little discipline.
My crew, right? My crew saved him.
Wait a sec.
Excuse me? What is this junk? Move aside!
Oh, the little bubby boy.
Stop it! Just stop!
He's been alive for like 10 minutes.
You've done enough. I never wanted this. You weren't supposed to protect me like this.
Worthless trick.
Lance! But how?
Thank your little pal here.
Your buddy led us all the way to you.
Glorified tin opener! Don't dare attack me!
Don't do it! Please stop!
Oh shit. He actually crushed him. I would love to play Rift Apart. I don't have a PS5 yet either.
Any tool that defies the orders
trash. Levnesses have always protected the things I care about. I'm so small and pathetic, but they taught me that I'm worth something.
I relate to the small and pathetic creature.
That's why I chose to be a mechanic. Not this. Not for something as sad as this.
Not Gymbot. The best machine.
Quit your yapping and let's get scrapping.
Alright, here we go. We're gonna start off with fusions right off the bat. Yeah, I don't have a PS5 yet. And I honestly wouldn't want one if it wasn't for the fact that, What ya yapping and let's get scrapping. I wouldn't want one if it wasn't for the fact that I missed out on so many PS4 games that will perform better on the PS5. So like a lot of my motivation for getting a PS5 is wanting to play. Shit, we're not doing good already. Is wanting to play PS4 games that I missed out on. I have one in my house right now, but it's not mine. It's a friend's, because we're streaming God of War 2018 with him. So when he come over, we play that. Thank you for lurking. Thank you. See you later. Yeah, the backwards compatibility is super important. If I had been more on top of like keeping up with the PS4, I probably wouldn't want a PS5. But like, I played Elden Ring on the PS4. Great game, but man, I wish I had waited to play it on something else. Because it was rough on that console. Like, it was barely getting by there, it felt like. Oh, we got him spinning. Yeah, how easy is the PS4 to jailbreak? I've never really heard people talk about doing that. Bullet hail. Go bullet hail. What do we want to do? I'm assuming it's easier the older the firmware is. That's usually the way things work. Because I think it's the same with the 3DS and the Switch. Like, if you have an older one, it's stupid easy. But if you have a newer one, then it's like next to impossible. Crapped out at 99. That was not a great combo. There was a little bit left. Yeah. And I do have a V1 Switch. I'm not at the point now where I feel like hacking it, though. Like, probably will eventually, but I already have enough games on it that I, like, have legit before I, like, would even think about doing that. The 3DS, on the other hand, I might want to go ahead and do, because they're about to, like, remove everything available from the shop. some point in the near future. That one was a little better. Probably won't have enough to get the full combo off again. Yeah. What are you using your 3DS for? You know, funny thing, the first console I ever jailbroke was a Wii, and it was specifically to play Xenoblade because it had come out in Europe but not North America. And I did buy the game when it came to North America, but, you know, it was just unavailable for a while. Yeah, those restoration videos are fun. We're currently with Faye Grizzly and chat, we're doing a project right now to mod and like boost their Game Boy Advance to add a better screen to it. And give it like a new case, which we tried to do before, but apparently the screen was defective, so they ordered a new one and we have to like revisit that. I really hope that was just the issue, is that the screen was defective and we need to put the new one in. But my new soldering iron is way better than the old one, because like the old one wasn't reaching the temperatures required to like melt the solder appropriately. So it should be way easier now if I do have to do any more soldering. Shit. Buttons us down. Yeah. Yeah, portable PS2 would be great. I've seen the mods for it too, they're really cool. Something I want to do is, right now I have 2 Virtual Boys. And I want to kind of break one of them down so that like it can be used as a TV console. There's a mod you can do for that, instead of it being a, you know, the thing you stick your eyes into and then destroy your retinas. The Ein Odin. I haven't done a chain attack inside of the mech yet. Can I do that? No, it breaks you out of it. Okay, that's what I expected. High aggro. Let's get his defense down. Yeah. C3 is really good. One more and we get the break. There we go. Cool. Defender aggro, attack ring healer aggro. We might be able to finish him in... Oh yeah, we overkilled. It does it. I think.
Useless piece of junk! Forget it. A console needs no crutch to lean on.
You can't have a rainbow without Rhine. Thanks for the for 7 months. You got 7 months subbage. That's really cool. That's really heckin' neat. Really friggin' awesome. Ah, sweet Lois, 7 months subscription.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything.
I wouldn't say that. At the very least, this little guy got to live the way you wanted him to.
We're mourning the loss of a very cute, helpful robot that lived for 15 minutes.
Well, I sure
So
hope
that's your context.
Thanks for rescuing me. Next time I'll be sure to give you a tougher body. Mecha friend.
Mecha friend.
Gotta have a name, right? This little guy isn't meant for battle. He's a fellow companion and a friend.
He's meant to make art. And to die in my place.
Thanks, guys. I'm not gonna focus my efforts just on repairing Levinuses anymore.
You can't have a rainbow without Rhine.
I'll be working hard to figure out the best way to protect us all, in the truest sense. Oh, but I guess that'd mean doing something about all our flame clocks, huh?
About that, we could always smash Colony 30's.
We could just break it.
It'd mean that everyone in the colony wouldn't have to fight anymore.
Crab said, "You are based." Who, me? I'm based.
You can do that?
Yeah, we just got 69 followers today. Crab would say that if they were here right now.
We can. I can't guarantee that things will go smoothly for you after, though.
Based is a word. Based is an adjective that I ignored using for the longest time because I hated it. Until, like, Crab started using it in such endearing ways that it's, like, slowly creeping into my vocabulary.
I wouldn't say things are going particularly great as they stand anyway. If I can make a difference for people, and not just Levinuses.
And, like, when I say slowly, I mean, like, over the period of, like, 3 years. Like, it's getting in there.
Let's do it. Let's make this happen.
Here we go!
In time, all things turn to crab. Crabs are the natural instate of evolution. Our bounty went up.
It really broke. Hey, you okay there?
Wait, don't move a muscle. There might be some valuable materials lying around.
Well, my bounty, my how wanted I am by the Empire went up, but my affinity with the colony went up. So I have angered the federal government, but I've gained favor with the local government. Okay. I do want to play Outer Wilds with y'all, but it might be a little ways out. Because Kristen and I have, like, stretched ourselves silly with how many games we've playing and have, like, planned to play with different people. That, like, we have to finish these before we start new ones. We have to. Like, I'm gonna go insane otherwise. Because we're playing Great Ace Attorney 2 with Zach. We're finishing up the Portal Collection with Faye. We're doing God of War with Dylan. And we have another... We already back in summer. Back in the summer, we already promised Gabe that we were gonna do Billy Hatcher with them. We are gonna finish Portal 2 soon, and it's great. That is great. But I have to finish up these other ones before like I schedule more. Because it's like we have too many games running parallel. It's driving me nuts. But we will absolutely do Outer Wilds. It's just it's probably gonna be like later in the year. I'm gonna make Kristen and I are gonna have a concerted effort to like finish these other games, and then we're also gonna then make a concerted effort to not do too many games in parallel at a time from that point on.
How are you feeling?
Yeah.
Sting, right? It was a big deal for you.
Lads, you seem more stung than me.
Come on, man. No.
I'm fine. I mean, sure, it's a big change of perspective, but like I said before, I'd already made up my mind.
True that.
Hey, could I help you guys with your mission? It'd be the least I could do.
I absolutely will. I want to play that game really badly.
Valdi realized what Valdi say.
I've never been more sure.
For sure!
For sure!
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Looking forward to it.
Me too. Count me in.
What is that pose? It's like a gee willikers pose. The eggs? Do you hate the eggs or just their voices? Because, like, they sound better in the other games, but in this game, he sounds repugnant. The one from the first game was based. Ricky the Hero Pawn from Xenoblade 1 was amazing. But this blue one, it kind of, like, sucks. It looks like yogurt. We'll be lucky if all that happens. What do you mean? You think we might not be the only ones in their firing line, is that it? If the Council C escaped from the Flameclock's dominion as an act of rebellion, then soldiers from the liberated colonies might be in just as much danger as us. Then it looks like we can't just smash their clocks and leave them to it. We have to defend them, I'm sure. But with Ouroboros on our side, there's nothing we can't do. Mio? Who is Mio a Final Fantasy XIV character? There's only 6 of us. We can't be everywhere at once, right? Because this character is also literally named Mio. Do you see that? Her name is Mio. Are you talking about a different Mio? What Mio are you talking about? Oh! Mio water flavoring bottles. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Oh! The little things you add to water. I understand. I thought you were talking about a Final Fantasy XIV character named Mio, who looked like these eggs, but was also sharing the name of a different character from the game. We can't protect everyone at all times, but we can certainly at least help them out in various ways. Like we did at Colony 4. We may have a long road ahead of us, but in a very real sense, so do they. I think it's important that we work together to forge bonds of trust and cooperation. So that's all well and good, but I can hardly imagine them opening their hearts and souls to us that easily. Is that like the cat species? I can hardly imagine them opening their hearts and souls to us that easily. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I do know one of the character designers for Final Fantasy XIV is also a character designer on this game in this series. I think it might be Nomura. Anyway, they'll clam right up if you come on too hard. Might be smartest to keep an ear to the grapevine as we go and make sure the folks keep up with the gossip. Anyone will clam up if you come too hard. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even really catch that. Thank you. One thing I don't get about these games is how do they choose what dialogue they're going to decide is worth voice acting and what dialogue is not worth voice acting? Because, like, this dialogue is just as meaningful as, like, some of the stuff that was voice acted before, but it's not. That way we might hear about any troubles they might have or whatever and discover things that we can help with. I like Uni's plan. It's simple and direct. Do they do the same thing in 14? They just do that in, like, every JRPG. Like, lines are arbitrarily voice acted. Well then, no time like the present. Let's go and find some people to talk to at the colony. So, like, they increased the budget so they could voice act everything, but they didn't go back and, like, retroactively voice act the old things. I wouldn't mind if the game had less voice acting, actually, and it was, like, just in the big, like pre-rendered cutscenes. Or the big cinematic ones as opposed to just the overworld. I'd rather it just be more consistent, though. I got wall climbing? What? War medic. Baldi's class, War Medic. Boasts incredible healing ability. With one in the party, your medical needs are all but guaranteed to be met. Wall climbing is a traversal skill that Valdi taught the party. It lets you climb up walls even without using ladders. Oh, did the voice actors in 14, like, actually change during the course of the game? How's everyone's classes doing? Yeah, okay, max rank. Max rank. Yep, max rank. That's good. This is good. That means I can change all their classes. So you've got level 10 in Flash Fencer. We're gonna put you on the Ogre.
Leave the enemies to me.
You are level 10 in Heavy Guard now. We are going to make you... You're gonna be Flash Fencer. You will be... You will be... Cypher. You will be... Heavy Guard. I'm switching the characters from a tank to, like, support right now. I know that Buggy's voice actor has changed in One Piece. But there was such a gap that, like, I forgot what his original voice sounded like, so I didn't even notice. Someone had to tell me. Wait, no, Lance, you need to be, War Medic, actually. You'll be Tactician. How do I level up my gyms again? Remember how to do it. I think that's something I do at the bonfires. Right now we'll just make the gyms match class. So you are DPS now, so I will also give you DPS. You're a tank. You were tanking. You are tanking now. fine. And you... Alphanod and Thancreds. I'm assuming those are also 14 characters. I didn't put any gems on you. Why did I not do that? I know some people are pretty upset by the voice actors changing for JoJo All-Star Battle. They're changing all of the characters to match the anime voice actors. And some people prefer the original game's voice actors over the anime ones. Oh, rad. Damage. Crab was lamenting voice changes when I woke up this morning. Has Crab played new JoJo? I'm waiting on my copy to come. I'm trying to buy less special editions of games because I don't need as much plastic in boxes as I have. But I really wanted that one because it came with a cool Jolene figure. Can I give you a second master art now? I can. That's good. That's great. What am I giving you? I'm gonna give you Shadow Eye. Robin Williams in Kingdom Hearts. Wait, I thought Robin Williams didn't play the genie in Kingdom Hearts like ever. Did he actually? Oh, you're saying it's tragic that he never played Genie in Kingdom Hearts. I thought you meant, like, he was Genie in Kingdom Hearts, and then he died, and then wasn't Genie in Kingdom Hearts anymore. It's sad regardless. It's really weird. He was Genie in he was Genie in Aladdin 1, and then wasn't in Aladdin 2, but then he was Genie again in Aladdin 3. Because I don't remember what the deal was. He had, like, a problem with how Disney was, like, merchandising the character, right? There was something to it. It was also really sad. I didn't play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I know that, the voice actor for Xehanort changed because Leonard Nimoy died before 3 came out. I think that's good menuing. I think the menuing is good. How's my affinity chart looking? Yeah, Xehanort, at least in... I don't think Old Man Xehanort's voice was in Kingdom Hearts 1, but in 2, and in Birth by Sleep, at least, maybe Chain of Memories, I don't know. It was Leonard Nimoy. It was like one of his final roles. debating whether or not I want to, like... You know, I think I'm done with Xenoblade 3 now, but I might switch to... Tetris. I don't know. Would you rather would you all rather watch me play Tetris or Kirby's Dream Buffet? Your choice.
Can't forget our progress update.
Kerbo. Okay. We're gonna... Did I just save? I forgot if I saved. I'm gonna do it again to be safe.
Forget our progress update.
Okay. Break the recording real quick. We're going to Kirby. The record.